Hey guys, this is Oakland Digger again. Here, I'm going to show you my bottle finds today from 2009 to 2012 as well. These are bottles I just stumbled across while metal detecting or bottle dumps and stuff, but I really don't look for bottles as much as some people, but you know, some of the stuff is interesting. I like the pop bottles, so I have a tendency of saving them. So here's a Sprite, probably from like the 40s or so. It's still got its cap. 70s, not even 40s. It's got a screw top. It's not old at all. Same with this Coke here. It says no deposit on the top. It's pretty modern. 70s probably as well. I got Dr. Pepper, Sunkiss. I think this one's from the 60s. It's a bigger size bottle. Mountain Dew. Another 7-Up. And Pepsi's, both of them. Same type, just two different sizes. Gatorade, Faygo, another Sprite, older style. Slice. Slice was a brand to compete with Sprite at the time, but Pepsi, I think, who had them, dropped them for 7-Up instead. So basically, that company does not exist anymore. Here is Fanta, Crush. This one's a little bit older. This one might be from 40s, 30s, I'm not sure, but it's older. Mason Root Beer. This one I thought was pretty cool. I don't have Masons around here anymore, so I didn't know what it was at first when I found it, and then I decided to save it because I thought it was pretty cool. Verner's. Verner's is a local Michigan pop. Not every state sells them, so it's always nice to have one of those here. This is not a pop, but this is Curitin. I don't know exactly what it is, but I thought it was cool because when you flip it upside down, on the other side here, it says upside down on the bottle, for every half bottle, pour to here, and then it shows an arrow and a line right there, upside down. So when you poured this upside down, you would get to this line right here, and you know to stop. I thought that was pretty cool, because I've never seen a bottle with writing upside down. Alright, here's some other little bottles here. Milk of Magnesia, and 3 Vicks Vapor Rub. Yeah, I thought the blue was cool, so I always save blue glass when I find it. 2 Pond's jars. This one I found metal detecting. The cap actually beeped. And this one I actually took out of a bottle dump when I was looking for hubcaps. And I kept it because it's pink colored glass. I have never seen a pink Pond's jar. And I've only seen them in white, and I thought it was pretty cool looking. And this right here, this is just a cheese broth and company Vaseline jar. So I thought that was pretty cool too. Now, these ones over here, I dug up out of a 1900s bottle dump. I'm still digging that bottle dump. I mean, I'm just taking my time. If I'm bored and I don't feel like metal detecting, I'll go and dig up this bottle dump. A lot of broken glass in it. There's barely any complete bottles in it. But I got this. It says Mistol. I think it's a certain type of perfume from that time period. This bottle, I have no clue what it is. It just says this design on the side, wave design like so. It's got no markings other than that. It's a screw top, so it can't be that old. This one right here is Joker. It's another type of perfume of some sort, I'm pretty sure. This one it's Frenchie's Mustard. And at the bottom, it's actually got a date, patent 1915. So it's 1915, around 1915 Frenchie's Mustard. Here's another cheese broth and company, just like a Vaseline jar, except this one's much older than the one I had over there. This is definitely from the early 1900s. Still got the embossed in the front and everything. I thought it was pretty cool looking. And then this, I don't know if it's a Vicks Vapor Rub or not. It's not marked on the bottom. It just has that triangle emblem. I think that's Vicks Vapor Rub. I'm not sure. But I got that all out of the same bottle dump. Now to my really old bottles. This I just recently got this summer. Found it in a cellar hole. And I am not sure if what it is. It's got a weird, like, notch design on top.
might be a cork top. I have no clue what this was. If someone knows, just can you please let me know? It has really no other distinct features besides that on it. I can tell it's blown glass from the bottom and stuff like that. These two I dug while metal detecting. I was digging a hole and they both popped up next to one another. This is olive jar. I thought it was, you can see it's blown down here, blown glass as well, and it's got a little crack right here on the side. You can kind of see it. It's, other than that, it's in pretty good condition. And this is a Birchoff Productions Company, Fort Wayne. It just says on the side of it. And that is, I think it's a pop, but it could be a beer. I am not sure. I'm pretty sure it's pop, though. I'm not 100% sure. Here's two Coca-Colas. This one is probably, could have been 40s or so, or it's just a blue glass, thick glass. It's Pontiac, Michigan on the bottom, so it's not far from where I was. It's pretty nice. And then this one I also got right next to it. It's the same type of style, big, thick glass, except it's clear colored and has no name of the city on the bottom, so I think it was a little bit newer than that one, but I'm not sure. This is my favorite pop. They don't sell these anymore, and I believe this one's around World War I. It's a Sunrise Cola beverage, and they don't sell these in Michigan anymore, and I don't know if they even sell them anywhere. I just thought it was really cool, a thick old glass like these Cokes, and so I think it's around World War I era, but I just thought it was really, really cool. Alright, and then my two oldest bottles here. This one is early 1901 beer. It says P.H. Kingling Brewing Company, Detroit, Michigan. Pure without drugs or poisons registered. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, it's early Michigan Detroit, Michigan Brewing Company. I think they went out of business after the right after Prohibition, when they came back open for like another year or so after it, and then they went out of business, couldn't last. And this is a whiskey flask from, I think, like the 1880s. And I dug this up at an old logging camp when I was metal detecting in northern part of Michigan. And it's got a star on the bottom, that's it, no other markings. And this seam stops right here. It doesn't go up into the neck, so they were two made separately. So I'm pretty sure this is an 1880s whiskey flask. It's a nice purplish color, so I thought it was really nice looking. You don't find many bottles with purplish color. And then this object here, I forgot to show you in my Relics Finds. I got an early, like, 1920s toy tractor. I thought it was real cool looking. Sorry, I forgot to put it in the Relics thing. It's a Ford Son toy. Yeah. It used to have a guy sitting on a seat here, but that broke off. And it's missing the two front tires. But other than that, it's... Hey guys, nice. Here's my insulator finds I've also found over the years. I'll start back here. These 1, 2, 3 are Hemingway 42 insulators. And I was up in Lapeer, Michigan this summer, and they were taking down the telegraph lines along the railroad up there. So I was able to get these 3 from the railroad guys who were taking them down, and I was able to get one of the things that it screws into, and obviously this one still has the telegraph wire still attached to it, so I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I gotta save some insulators and some history before they would just go and throw them away or recycle them. I don't know what they were going to do to them, but I was lucky to grab those before they were taken away. This stuff, they've been doing a lot of power line, like cleaning underneath power lines lately by my house and stuff. And I was able to find these underneath power lines once they clean the area. And I got this big old insulator. I think it's a 2007 something. Yeah, it's pretty new. It says the year right there. I got this one I found in some woods. And these two I also found in some woods. This is the only one I found underneath the telephone line after they cleaned the area underneath. But these ones are in wooded areas under some of the where telephone lines used to go, but no longer run in that area. This one has a B on the side of it, but these two here are unmarked, so I don't know what companies they were or anything like that. Nothing special though, just brown colored insulators. I got this one here, another railroad one. It's a rubber. It says like made in Pennsylvania or something up there. Rubber Works Company or something like that. Got a Hemingway 45. This guy I also found in Lapeer one day when I was up there with my friend while he was watching trains. And I found this one with the connector piece with two other ones still with it. So that was pretty cool. I got a big connector thing of insulators. I got this right here. I think this was a Hemingway 40. I got it along an old railroad line that no longer exists. There's hardly any remains of insulators there anymore. They were picked clean from people going down the thing once the railroad line closed in the 70s. And this was the best one I could find. I mean, it's the only Hemingway 40 I have, so I kept it. In my property, I was able to grab a bunch of fence insulators. A bunch of different types here, like these ones, this one, and this one are all the same, but they're all fence insulators. This one is the Knox Company. It's still got the nail in it. This one right here, smaller design. WP USA it says on that. And this one, a little bigger style, it says WP 36 USA on the bottom. So, I mean, both of those are WPs, but came from they're two different sizes and stuff like that. And then also, when I was metal detecting one day, I came across a marble. I always get these sometimes in holes and stuff. I forgot to show it in relics as well. But I decided to add that in here. Well, that's all my stuff I've found over the years. Hope you guys enjoyed. Happy